Welcome to Unit 5, Lesson 10, Multiply. Our learning goal today is let's get more practice multiplying signed numbers. We're going to start with our warm-up. Which expression doesn't belong? A, 7x, C, 7.9 plus x, B, 7.9 times negative 10, or D, negative 79. So go ahead, take a moment and answer that question. All right, so let's talk about this. Which expression doesn't belong? So if we looked at letter A, it could not belong because it's the 7.9x is the only product of a decimal and a variable. So it's the only one that is multiplying by a variable. Oops, multiplying by a variable. If you chose B, 7.9 times negative 10 is the only one with parentheses, or it's the only one that is a product of two known numbers. So it's a product of two known numbers. Letter C, you could have chosen it because it was the only addition one. Or you could have chosen letter D because negative 79 is the only plain number. It's the straight number. There's nothing to multiply or add with. So it could have been any one of these that you could have found that didn't belong. All right, let's move on. So the next one is a card sort matching activity. Each row, or each column, so you have our first column here, column 1. How will that work? Column 1, column 2, and column 3. You're going to pause the video and match a number from column 1 to column 2 and that one to the expression in column 3. So we can do the first one together. 2 times 4 is going to give us a product of 8. So we've got to look down the middle and find which one of these is going to give us a product of 8. Well, we can say negative 3 times negative 5. That's going to give us positive 15. So that's not it. The next one is negative 1 times 12. Well, that's going to give us negative 12. The second one, negative 1/2 times negative 16. Well, half of 16 is 8, and because they're both negative, it's going to be a positive. So this would connect here. Now we've got to connect it to the last column. So our first one, we're looking for negative 4 times 1/8. That would give us 8, but because it's a negative, it would be negative 8 and not the one we're looking for. The next one, negative 3 times 5, that would give us negative 15. And then we have the next one, negative 2 times negative 2 times 6, that would give us negative 12. Negative 1/4 times negative 32, because they're both negative, it would be a positive number, and 1/4 of 32 is 8. So you're going to do this with the remaining numbers. You're going to want to connect each one to the column. So pause the video now. All right, welcome back. So let's match up some of the other ones. So we have negative 1 times negative 3 times negative 5. So that would make that 3 a positive 3 times negative 5. We would have negative 15. We want to find the one that's going to give us negative 15. and that would be 1 times negative 15. So again, we want to connect it to the one that's logically going to give us negative 15, and I see negative 3 times 5. That would also give us negative 15. I have 2 times negative 4. That's going to give me negative 8. So I want to find the equations that are going to give me negative 8. So looking down that middle column, I think it's going to be this last one. We're looking at the negative half of 16, and that would give us 8. Now we want to connect it to the third column. I need negative 8. And it looks like that first one, negative 64, times 1/8 is going to give us that 8, because 8 times 8 is 64. Negative 8 times 8 is negative 64, so that would connect. Now I have negative 1 times negative 3, which is going to give me positive 3, times negative 4, and that's going to give me negative 12. So I see this one here that's turning that 12 into a negative, and now I want to find it again, and it looks like it's going to match up with this one over here. Let's grab a different color for this. All right, just a couple more. So now I have 1 times negative 3, which is going to keep us with the negative 3, times negative 5, which would give us positive 15. And I think this one here at the top would match that perfectly because it just doesn't have the 1 at the beginning. And now we've got to find the one that's going to give us positive 15, and I think that's going to be 1 times 15. And our last ones we can match right up. So we have 12, match to 12, match to 12. So check your answers, see how you did. And let's turn to the next page. So you can do this with a parent at home or a partner or friend. Evaluate the expressions in one of the columns. Your partner will work on the other column. Check in with your partner after you finish each row. Your answers in each row should be the same. If your answers aren't the same, work together to find the answer. So I want you to pause and take the time to do column A. And then we're going to come back and check out column B to see how you did. All right, welcome back. So the answers for column B, 7.9 times 10 is 79, because you just moved the decimal over a space. For column B, negative 6. The next one, negative 4.2. The next one, negative 8.125. Or you could have said negative 8 and 1/8. And our last one, 233.6. All right, so check your answers. If you didn't get them right, try to do the problems on this side and see how it relates, because these are the opposite of each other. That's it for lesson 10. I'll see you next time.